just another example of when you have a website and you want to integrate advertisement networks and whatnot into it, that not all the content on your, it can affect your reputation of your website when you integrate third-party content into your pages. And that's what happened, here. So they had some reputational situation by the people who were, PageFair was integrating with and whatnot.
Right. So, if you take this right on the surface, the inclination is to trust no one.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. But you have to trust. You have to trust certain things, and so be a little bit controlled about what you do. I mean, it's just like roaming the streets, right? The only protection I can think of here, as an individual, is to just be deliberate about what you're doing, where you visit, and have it be purpose specific. If you're just browsing around aimlessly, the likelihood of having problems show up are going to increase.
I mean, the problem with this, and it's quite apparent, is that's good. You can obviously the sites that are you think are legitimate sites. The sites that I visit, it's a place where I get my news and I get my email and stuff. The problem is like John said, you've got these third-party content delivery and so if that site gets compromised like this, then going to wallstreetjournal.com, if you're presented with the ad, you're still
it's still a possibility. But I guess what I was referring to is if you're more direct or limited in where you go, and certainly Wall Street Journal and reputable organizations are going to be paying attention to things like this. If they start getting complaints, they're going to start doing something about it. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. The reputation point that you made earlier, John, that is, this got detected. Reputation started to erode, and so they had to go.
So
that was perhaps helped the discovery process and took action around that.
And PageFair themselves have a nice blog article describing why this will never happen again to them. They've instituted a lot of additional security and protection on controls of the keys and email accounts that control these various relationships that they have. And we've talked about this before with other types of things. The SEA, Syrian Electronic Army, is that what it is?
Yeah.
They had done similar types of tactics where they would
use the password reset process.
Right, the password reset process on a hacked account in order to post something as though they were that legitimate company. I can't remember what it was, but it was another news agency. I can't remember which one.
I think Brian Krebs had posted an article on this, or actually I think it was in the addendum of his book, Spam Nation, around the notion of pay very close attention to the access control to your email accounts, because that is the path to password resets in most cases. Your strength of your passwords on individual sites is only as good as basically the password reset process that's behind it. Most often it's, you request a password reset off the site, sends you an email, gives you the link, you go to the link. That's the trick.
Yep.
I mean, for the end user, once they go try to log in again, they might notice that they can't figure out what their password is, but that's that's a little late at that point.
Yeah, so I think on this, one of the things to remember is that even when you're prompted for a Java update or Adobe update, that don't go by the pop-up. Go to the official sites.
Good point. Yes.
With Java or Adobe or whatever the case may be, and download that plug-in, that software.
Yeah, make sure you're getting it from the legitimate site. Good point.